Barca Airco Sociedad game no wabra Barca what form. It was only unfortunate say injuries affected omo. Yes, the injuries with Barcelona now, I think the problem no ebe expose omo big time in the Champions League game against Paris Saint-Germain. But in this game against Sociedad, I think they will manage and win. Why? Because Madrid have played against Sociedad and Madrid they 10 against 11 as a Sociedad. The reason why it is so is that Udim said the whole season Sociedad are winning only one game. Now that one game now Sociedad are winning happens to be their last game. Boy. Sociedad are struggling because this is not Emmanuel Augustin's Sociedad. Since the neighbor chance, you know, and of course Saudi Arabia Al Shabaab. So they brought in remember that team B coach. Actually he was team C because he was coaching Sociedad C team. No? When Xabi Alonso left, now Xabi was team B. And never team B. No? And then said yeah, Emmanuel Augustin Sergio Francisco as the main coach. But it looks as if so far so regardless, Mikel Oyarzabal, Barenexia, Takifusa Kubo, all these players that you can mention in the side of Sociedad, you know, from defense, John Aramburu, or team putting up that solid performance. To me, Barcelona able because we are talking about Barcelona that in the recent games, was Valencia 6, was all the things that Akba in their face the last time 3-0. That tells you, Sampa, even in the absence of Lamine, in the absence of Alex Bad, you see, Hansi Flick has been managing Barcelona complex Obabas and a whole tornado from signings to injuries to a lot of. It started the season. Abraham Obia Nim say, ni defender no, Inigo Martinez beko. Oko, yet Barcelona are playing and doing very well. He went to Newcastle without Lamine and Bardi. So playing this game, even though Rafinha did a big blow again. The goalkeeper in Juan Garcia will be helping them. And also a very big blow. But I think but they will win this game. The bigger problem no awaits them in the game against Paris Saint-Germain. That is where you are going to feel the absence of those players. We are only hoping say ABN Lamine Benya some few minutes and then we will be very ready for the Champions League. If not, now Lamine is so available for the Champions League. There will be a problem for Barcelona. So I think with this game, Barca will win.
If you look at the Barca team now, this is a team that is getting results even when Lamine Yamal is off. And the funny thing that people are not realizing is that last season the team was hinged on Rafinha, Lamine, and Robert. Now this time, only and saying either injury or whatever the case is, sometimes only out. But this is where the best starting season for Ferran Torres is coming. Femi Lopez was in the injury, was playing very well. Then you look at other players, even Marcus Rashford has been good. Danny Olmo not so good, but then also on the whole same matches getting goals from elsewhere. But Barca playing well. It's a game I expect Barca to win.
Against Sociedad.
Yeah. I expect Barca to go away to Real Sociedad and then get a good win away from them. You see, when you look at Football Club Barcelona, especially in recent, like I was saying the last time, the best thing that Barca have had is a team that's able to stand up. Even in the absence of Lamine Yamal and Nazari. That's been the most important thing. And I think Hansi Flick has done 3 things to the Barca team. 1, discipline. 2, to evolutionize the mindsets and the emotions of the Barcelona team. And then to form a team. Barcelona was easy to have been a Lamine Yamal team. But when you look at Hansi Flick, constantly it's about a team. Who plays. We also say that will probably be a bigger test for Barcelona than everybody has been. Even more difficult than the Levante match, you know, when you go into that game and you talk about it. But I think that it's a game where I'll give a Barca double chance when they're traveling away to the Anoeta. Liverpool finally will play against team your friend
Crystal Palace.
In an interesting game of English Premier League game. If Arne Slot is able to get a job done today, then I think that is it. I think that he crowns everything up in terms of games over. So Timiya's results against Crystal Palace. Okay. But I think that game most likely ends in a draw.
So of course, we need to do that.
We can go on to other things now. Get did in common. So we say koto for now go do.
Oh, when I crown Madrid.
Yeah, sorted.
Yeah.
And I'm training here. They did now.
Go start so do August.
Okay.
I'm so prepared for just Kabili.
Okay.
Nti is in terms of numbers no. Aha.
I was saying because I was right my course.
Oh, okay. Nti we saying wrap up mami. With the games in about this weekend.
I think
the other so Kabiana infamous.
The biggest attention they will Spain because of the Madrid derby. Of course, these kind of derbies, and easy derbies. And when it comes to derbies of this intense, the historical background of the derby, the political side of the derby, and the sporting aspect comes into play. And the evidently a display on the field of play. So every detail on the reason. Now, this derby a lot of headlines even before say 2:15 and after the game there will be a lot of headlines as well. But the biggest one will be who wins. Now, before this game, after Atletico Madrid they shared 3-0, 3-2 against Rayo, right? And then Abrante and the other Julian Alvarez said now they will do everything possible to win against Real Madrid. So that was where the intensity of this very derby, is at its apex. And this gives us every clue, say game we Atletico Madrid phoning himself regardless of form it's a derby, and the most important thing is a
derby boy day.
Good. And this derby don't place too much premium on form. Yes, for the fans, then it gives you confidence to trust your team. So you're a Real Madrid supporter. But this is a derby game which on the field of play unfolded completely different. We are talking about Atletico Madrid. Even though they struggled to win against Real Madrid in recent times, but the recent games in the last 6, Madrid are winning only one away. Yes, historically, when it comes to this derby, Madrid have been dominating in all competitions, in the league, again, in other meetings. This derby give you a lot of different results, but it is about the outcome. Now, the amount derby were interesting. No? One, even though they dominating across the portals of Spain, so we hear Dario AS newspaper no pay. While AS Maraca, the front page is about the derby, and the two players. So Fifi analyze the game. You saw the flyer. It was Julian Alvarez versus Kylian Mbappe. Yes, on the other side there is Vinicius versus Griezmann. Vinicius may be in because in recent time he's been the main subject. The Sobe Kaya that was
one player as well or caught one down
because imagine say you have Madrid derby and then road leading to the stadium no why I'm saying the boy share before
because as any time bia Madrid Atletico Madrid
on the main
side kind of reception of them Abrante very very hostile
and not just the Francis Atletico Ultra group no more including Koke no certain players will team no sometimes
tackle crap corner so crash so
now I think the NTR Julian Alvarez and Mbappe dominating headlines is for a healthy game because Alvarez in the last Clásicos, in fact Champions League or Real Madrid League or Shea. Now we are talking of Kylian Mbappe on also against Atletico Madrid, but I know was at the Bernabeu. So last season, in their respective teams, Obia share against the Madrid opponent, and form. Alvarez is coming on the back of a hat-trick. Mbappe is coming on the back of 7 solid La Liga goals, and he's scoring in almost every game. So it tells us it's on a healthier level, and the personalities that will be involved. The last time Madrid in the league, and Madrid share first goal 64th minute Beletao and now Courtois celebrate here, and that was what invited Atletico fans and more to lighter objects. So the game was halt for 15 minutes, and then Koke captain Diego Simeone pa fans na Atletico kwenya partial ban. That was the last one. The self frustration take. Now again Madrid could face you in the Champions League, and game now, even though Atletico Madrid so winning when if after Madrid they winning first leg 1-0. A couple penalties. Look at the way in which Madrid Eddie Atletico Madrid in the film. Julian Alvarez has a double kick. Yeah. So it tells you say Atletico Madrid games in headlines they dominate. Sure. This time round DNABC potentially I think say Pepe.
I'm a Madrid fan, but so game now on paper.
Madrid looks stronger. Yeah, they look stronger. Why? Because Atletico Madrid conceded a lot. It has been one thing. I'm almost suffered this very season. And looking at the last time, look at the intelligent goal Vinicius scored. Again, Mbappe have confidence to the level say he is scoring from distance that you wouldn't even imagine. Now, Militao is on form. Now, the reason why I'm saying that Madrid looks favorite, I said, even in the history of this derby, our Atletico Madrid home, out of the meetings in 118, Madrid are winning 41, 44. Atletico Madrid are winning 43. The difference is 1. That tells you, say, even our Atletico, Madrid our historical head-to-head advantage. Plus the form are on. I think Atletico Madrid will have to put up a fight to prove to the world, say, yes,
Madrid derby now.
Madrid derby they are there.
Okay.
And yes, there is a game that Madrid are favorites to win this very game. Now, Barcelona benya the advantage. After this game, who resource before say game. Now, what this means, say, La Liga table, no Madrid actually Barcelona only 2 points. So any slip, Barcelona will catch up. And last season, at a point, it was like this.